So today we see the SPY, QQQ, and many other stocks performing very well. Every single one of our main inflection points are still being respected. The market is extremely technical right now, and in this scenario, it is quite easy to design good and intelligent strategies that we can use in order to mitigate losses and maximize profits, and that's all we do here in this channel every single day. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It's a pleasure to see you guys over here, and yes, SPY making a new record high. But Nathan, today's candle is bearish, right? Yes, it is bearish, but again, remember, only one single candle is never enough to make a top signal. Either way, in order for the SPY to trigger a technical correction from here, we gotta see the SPY losing the $667, the very same inflection point I did warn you guys about yesterday. Guys, I'm so sorry, not yesterday, but over the past few days over here, I told you guys, by breaking this key point, SPY is going to make another bullish pivot point. In this case, it is going to possibly continue the bullish bias because that's what SPY has been doing. Higher highs, higher lows. After every single breakout, we see another rally ahead, and that's precisely what SPY is doing so far. For now, as of today. Okay, what's more, today's reaction is quite nice because it only reinforces the bullish case. Today's low was precisely around the $667 support. Previous resistance level here, and here again. Now it is a support level following the principle of polarity in technical analysis. Previous top levels are going to work as future bottom levels and vice versa. So that's an extremely technical movement. It is very nice to see SPY respecting this key point. What's more, on the 1 hour chart, short-term wise, we see SPY making higher highs, higher lows, and today we saw another pullback again to the 667 down here, which is very close to the 21-hour EMA. The exponential moving average on the 1 hour chart, which was a previous support level right here on September 29, September 30. Okay, so this key point is a double support level. Therefore, if you say to me, Nathan, if you ask me, Nathan, is there any chance that we could see SPY frustrating this bullish case of yours? Well, of course, the pattern is still here. Okay, we are still making higher highs, higher lows. We are still inside an ascending channel. We are still going up, but we could make a sharper correction if and only if we see the loss of this double support level made by 667 and this 21-hour EMA. Because if we lose this key point, we're gonna make a lower high, lower low on the 1 hour chart, reversing the short-term trend, triggering a medium-term pullback to this purple trend line or the 21-day EMA. All right, for now we are still maintaining the uptrend. We are respecting our main inflection points with an astonishing precision. Okay, astonishing precision. It is incredible to see SPY correcting today only to bounce off our previous inflection point that we have been talking about in this channel even before the breakout. Okay, so that's phenomenal. That's how we use technical analysis in an intelligent way. Now, we see QQQ also, guess what? Breaking our previous resistance level, all right, making another bullish pivot point. Every single time we see that, we see another rally, okay? We saw a bullish pivot point here, 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 right? So now we see another pivot point. So in theory, we are supposed to seek higher levels. We should seek higher levels, but remember, just in case, bear the 602 in mind, $602, because by losing this key point, yes, we are going to possibly reject the idea of a rally over here and make another pullback, maybe to the 21-day EMA, maybe to the 595 again, all right? We don't know yet, but only if we see technical confirmation, only if we see the loss of the 602, we can start working with this possibility. For now, so far so good, okay? Are we still above this key point? Yes, so do not worry. What's more, on the 1-hour chart, we see a very similar situation, similar to SPY's case. We saw a pullback today, right? Pullback to the 602, what a coincidence. Previous top level, now support level. And QQQ is bouncing off this key point, which is also very close to the 21-hour EMA. So we are maintaining the short-term trend, okay? It is still intact. By respecting the 602, QQQ only reinforces our previous reading, okay? Our previous idea. So that's a very nice reaction, not surprising at all to us here in this channel, because we are very, very aware of these inflection points on the indices, so that's absolutely normal. That's not surprising at all. It is nice, in fact, it is nice to see the indices behaving like this, because this reinforces the bullish case on other stocks. For now, as long as, again, we stay above 667 on the SPY and 602 on the QQQ, keep these key points in mind for the next few days, because they're gonna be very important, all right? Now, Nvidia performing insanely well, it is insanely bullish, and just like the 667 was our previous top level, now support level on the SPY, just like the 602 was a previous top level here, support level here right now today, I see the 184 area as another possible support level for Nvidia if a pullback happens, okay? Because we just broke this resistance level of this congestion, all right? We made an upwards breakout, that's very nice. So a pullback is plausible, not surprising at all, but if we see, we have the 184 as our next technical support level to hold Nvidia's price in case a short-term correction occurs. If we see a sharper correction on Nvidia losing this 21-hour EMA, 184 is our next technical support level. But for now, if you ask me, it seems like we are inside an ascending channel as well on the 1-hour chart. So the uptrend is absolutely intact. In this context, we are above the 21-hour EMA, we are above the 184. On the weekly chart, we are making another insanely powerful bullish candle, trying to make a bullish pivot point on the weekly chart, right after a pullback to the 21 weekly moving average. Okay, so that's totally normal, okay? Long-term uptrend, medium-term uptrend, short-term uptrend, yes, we are very bullish, but again, if we see Nvidia losing the 21-hour EMA, all right, 184 is going to be our next technical target, okay? Either way, remember, since we are still maintaining the bullish bias, any pullback could be another buying opportunity. So if you ask me, if Nvidia corrects again to the 184, or maybe even if we see a sharper correction to the 21-day EMA down here, that would still be another reason to buy, because Nvidia is maintaining the bullish bias. We still see higher highs, higher lows. We don't see lower highs, lower lows, okay? So yes, we are still technically bullish. Any pullback would be phenomenal. And as I told you guys yesterday and several days before, I see the $200 as our next technical target. We always nail some very crazy targets in this channel, so I would not underestimate these 200s up here, okay? That's where I see Nvidia next. We just made an upwards breakout, so okay, let's see how Nvidia is going to perform next. Either way, pullbacks would be buying opportunities. Okay, I'm not saying Nvidia is a buy right now because I'm not an advisor. Okay, I'm just a guy sharing my ideas here on this channel. But if we see another pullback, then okay, then we may consider seeing Nvidia as another possible attractive buying opportunity. Okay, but yes, that's how I see Nvidia right now. And we have Tesla collapsing 5%. What Tesla is doing right now is a very good example of how we could see a top signal materializing on the SPY, QQQ, and Nvidia as well. If we see on the SPY a bearish candle tomorrow losing our support level, okay, that could be a frustration signal rejecting our bullish case. Tesla today is making a very ugly bearish candle, literally engulfing the previous bullish one. So that's a bearish engulfing, right? Bearish engulfing. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm so sorry. I'm still practicing my English, but still, we have a top signal today closing below $439, the previous top level from January this year. Now Tesla is making a top signal. Okay, Nathan, do you believe Tesla is going to reverse? There is no technical evidence suggesting a reversal yet, so it is not even what I believe. Okay, I'm just basing my ideas on technical evidence. No, there is no technical reversal yet. We may see pullback, which is different. Okay, a pullback to the 423 to the 21-day EMA is okay, right? Totally fine. The bullish bias would still remain intact, even if we see pullback to these key points, even if we see pullback to close this gap around $396 again. Even if we see that going on, I would not be particularly scared here in Tesla, okay? Because I know that Tesla is a high beta stock, all right? It has crazy movements sometimes. So yes, even if we see a sharper correction, I would still be optimistic in Tesla because we have technical evidence supporting a bullish case, even if a sharper correction materializes. All right, but I would be very careful trading Tesla right now. Why, Nathan? Because Tesla is going to report earnings in 13 days. And for swing trading purposes, if you are a long-term investor, okay, nice. But for swing trading purposes, I do not advise holding stocks during earnings report because earnings are too crazy, too unpredictable. We can't possibly tell what's going to happen next, okay? Maybe it is going to explode, maybe it is going to collapse. We don't know. So from my point of view, it's more like a gamble, and us professional traders, we never gamble. We use the inflection points, we use the turning points we see on our charts, and we use them on our advantage, okay? In order to design good strategies, mitigating losses and maximizing profits. So we do not gamble at all. To me, there is no good, meaningful movement right now in Tesla, but this suggests a possible correction ahead, especially if tomorrow we lose today's low, triggering this bearish engulfing candle pattern for good, all right? If we see that going on, okay, maybe we're gonna drop to close this gap in the next few days. But for now, we are doing our best to maintain the bullish bias. I mean, on the 1 hour chart, we have yet to see a clear lower high, lower low, right? We are below the 21-hour EMA, but there is no lower high, lower lows yet. So I'm still a little bit skeptical about this reaction, but to me, Tesla is not a buy, but it is not a sell either, because it is not a buy because there is no clear bottom signal, because we are far away from our support levels, because the risk-reward ratio is not attractive. It is not a sell because we are still maintaining the bull trend on the daily chart and weekly chart as well. Okay, you may say, but Nathan, that could be a shooting star on the weekly chart, suggesting a possible pullback to the 21 weekly moving average. Okay, true, but today is still Thursday. The weekly candle is not closed yet, so we still lack confirmation. We have yet to see more information regarding this aspect, and we're gonna see that tomorrow. All right. Either way, I'll be here tomorrow as well because we are here every single day analyzing the market, analyzing the main inflection points on our stocks. So subscribe if you're not a subscriber and like this video if it is helping you so far, okay? We identify the main inflection points in the market every single day. Every single day, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. All right. Now, we have our dear AMD. Not AMD, all right? It's AMD for the last time, okay? AMD performing insanely well, okay? Going up 3.5% today, okay? Now, we are just around a technical resistance level, which is a personal target of mine, okay? Because I did share a buy signal on AMD on our Telegram channel right here, September 25. Okay, that was a clear buying opportunity to me, and right now AMD is reaching our first technical target. Okay, now if you ask me, Nathan, could we see AMD flying to higher levels? And the answer is yes. Of course, it could fly to higher levels. Of course, from our point of view, it is always nice to lock some profits near a technical resistance level and then set a trailing stop gain below the previous day's low and keep moving this stop gain as we see the market maintaining the bullish bias. Just in case, okay? That's how I see AMD right now. It is a phenomenal stock, performing very well. It gave us a lot of money because of this trade, and it is near a technical resistance level. Alone, this could be a sell signal. But if you ask me, the 186 is the optimal target for this double bottom chart pattern on our dear AMD, okay, which was just triggered today. If we see another pullback to this 21-day MA, phenomenal. Probably another buying opportunity. We love to buy AMD near support levels and sell near resistance level. This way, we can maximize our profits while mitigating our losses. But for now, we are near resistance level. Okay, so I would be a little bit careful. If you want to buy, okay. For swing trading purposes, I would wait for a pullback. But what if we don't see pullback? Patience. If you missed buying over here or near any other support level, okay, we have other stocks to trade. We always see an opportunity in this market every single day. And by the way, if you want to join our Telegram channel and trade with us, join the 5% project. The link to my website is in this video's description. I share every single day good trading opportunities with clear entry point, exit point, target, stop loss, right? Clear strategies so you can use in order to trade well without stress, fear, or anxiety, following a clear trading methodology that has been helping literally hundreds of traders all over the world to make consistent profits in the market. So join us over there. Link is in this video description. Free trial, 7 days, okay? You pay nothing for 7 days just to see for yourself how we work, all right? So now, and by the way, September 25 was the very same day I gave you guys a call on Super Microcomputer as well. Okay, I gave you guys the call on our Telegram channel. It was a very nice bottom signal. It did trigger our buy signal over here, and now it is flying. Yesterday, it went up nearly 10%, 9.28%. It is exploding. I'm gonna talk about Super Microcomputer in a minute. But first, Palantir. Approaching our target, $190. We are less than $2 away from our target. So guys, this key point is a technical target. Target of what? This bullish pivot point that we did identify in this channel together, okay? Even before the breakout, I was talking to you guys, by breaking the 160s up here, 190s is going to be our next major resistance level. Therefore, right now, we are very close to the technical point, the technical target of this bullish pivot point. We just reversed the previous bearish bias over here. Now we are insanely bullish above the 21-day EMA, approaching our technical target. There is not a single top signal right now on Palantir. So yes, we are still performing very well. No need to worry. And we have SoundHound also performing extremely well. We bought SoundHound over here, right? Near the 21-day EMA, near our technical support level, right? Now it is flying 10% today, approaching our next technical resistance level. So guys, that's why I always tell you, buy near support levels, okay? If you want to sell near resistance levels. Don't buy far away from our support levels because the risk-reward ratio is not good. Why did we buy SOUN over here? Because it was near the 21-day EMA. The stop loss was very cheap. If we were wrong, okay, we're gonna lose a little bit. If we are right, we're gonna nail a phenomenal rally over here. So guys, always work using risk management, okay? Please always use risk management to your advantage, okay? So buy near support levels, sell near resistance levels. If you ask me, SOUN is performing very well right now, heading towards $19.33. No top signal yet. We are still maintaining the bullish bias. And Super Microcomputer, which I also gave you guys the call on our Telegram channel right here, is about to close our gap, $56.79. That's my next technical resistance level and my personal target. That's where I see Super Microcomputer next. Any pullback to the $48 to this 21-day EMA could be another possible buying opportunity. So looking very nice. Super Microcomputer is still performing very well. Only time will tell, right? If we're gonna see pullback or not, we don't know. We don't need to know in order to trade well. The trading is reactive, not predictive. Always remember that. Okay, so guys, join our Telegram channel if you want to trade with us. Join this channel as well, because here I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day on many stocks. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.